overnight flight on Friday morning. So it's still Friday morning right now. And we have all day today, all day tomorrow, and we fly out on Sunday night. So it's close to a full day on Sunday since we don't have to be there. Our plane doesn't leave till 9 p.m. So it's not too bad. But the parks are picking up. Everything has been busy. The airport was busier, the hotel was busier, the Animal Kingdom entrance is busier. Things are starting to pick up. Pandemic is coming to an end, at least here in Disney. There are some pre-pandemic policies they're still following. Like, for example, rather than making people wait out in front of the gates in a big gathering until the park opens, they just send you in. So even though Animal Kingdom doesn't open until 8 o'clock, technically it's open. Not everything may be, but we're inside the gates and we're heading to the Avatar rides. Most particularly Flight of Passage. We haven't done that in a while. We weren't able to come here on our last trip, so we're trying to make up for that today. If you're coming to Disney right now, make sure to check the policies because they keep changing. Last time we were here, which was about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, you didn't have to wear masks in the outdoor areas. You did have to wear masks in indoor areas of the parks. Now, you don't have to wear masks. This is as of the 15th of June. You don't have to wear masks indoors or outdoors, but you do have to wear masks on transportation. So buses, the Skyliner, boats, or the monorail. You still have to wear the masks on those. Otherwise, just put a mask in your pocket, just in case. Looks like you still can't do some of the high touch areas. Like, you usually can go up there and touch that thing and this make noise, this big seed, but not today. I don't know, maybe it'll open later if there's more people, like cast members, but it's not open right now. So when you come here, and you come in the way we did, you go left for the river journey and then right for Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage will usually have a long line all day, so we tend to hit it first thing in the morning. I don't know what it's going to be right now since the park's been open for, we're not sure how long before we got here. But I can already see a line over there. That's okay. The line does move. And oh man, it's just amazing. The rock work of this place, the truly alien feel of the plants and the sounds of the animals. Oh, it looks like the line is back here. I can't tell if it keeps going and going, but we'll see. I don't know if you can hear all this noise. This is the sound wall. So one of the techniques that Disney uses to make it seem like you're moving from one area to another, in this case to a different planet. They have a sound wall that blocks sound from outside it by making a lot of noises. So it's not that loud everywhere when you're in here, but there is an area you walk through where it is loud and you can't hear the rest of the park through that sound. So it feels like you're in an entirely different area. We are fairly far back, and I heard the lady at the end of the line, one of the workers, the cast members, tell someone that it was an hour from that point. So, well, it's our first ride. We've got some time. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning, so the park still technically hasn't opened. So we're gonna give it the time to stand in line, and then we can move on to other things. The Flight of Avatar, or Flight of Passage, geez, I can't remember. I'm tired. It is in that kind of rockwork area there. You can see people going up into it. That's part of the queue. And then, of course, all around it are the floating mountains. There are some YouTube videos to talk about how they did that, if you're interested. And I love the fact that the water comes off it. I like waterfalls anyway. The sort of, magic waterfalls off floating mountains. It's even better. But the rock face is pretty amazing because it's all fake. I mean, some of the trees and plants and stuff are real. Most of them are. But all the rock work looks incredible. But it is all fake. It's all illusion. through the longer queue. A cave to somewhere. Beautiful. Just, I'm not even a huge fan of the movie. I mean, I know they're making more. Maybe I like some of those better. But I'm not that huge fan of the movie. I love this ride. And I love this land. It's very immersive. It's one thing Disney does very well. It's very immersive. Oh, I saw another squirrel up there. We always count squirrels in Disney because I love squirrels. That's 3 today. More incredible rock work and some real and a lot of fake plants.
Take an amazing Navi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an ikron, or as we call it, a banshee. The way you're going to do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. They're created by blending human DNA and Navi DNA. Once we match you to an avatar, thanks to a special link chair, your mind will be able to control that avatar.
These vehicles are pretty cool. They're like little bikes.
Inclinarse hacia adelante, agarrando las barras y supervisen las.
That ride is breathtaking, as it always is. No matter how many times I ride it, it's just an amazing ride. And it's the same ride over and over again, so it doesn't change the way something like, say, Star Tours does, where you could have different things happen, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's amazing. And you're on that sort of vehicle, looks like a bike, but you're feeling the creature underneath you. You feel when it breathes. They have these bladders in there that breathe heavier when it's flying and lighter when it's resting. And yeah, you definitely tip up and down, and then they send smells at you. And when you're going through the water, there's like a mist, not like sprays of water, but like kind of a mist that you go through. It's very immersive, and it is honestly breathtaking. If you have an opportunity to come to Animal Kingdom, it is probably the best ride here. Sometimes I flip-flop on that, between that and Expedition Everest, but you're not going to regret it either way. It's a really good ride. I forgot to mention that we only waited about 40 minutes, somewhere between 30 and 40. I didn't look exactly at the time we got into line, but it was about 30 to 40 minutes, not the hour long that they said. So that's good. Josh is in line at Pongo Pongo. We're hungry, so we're gonna get some of those sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. They also have French toast sticks. And they're known for that lumpia, the Pongo lumpia, which is pineapple cream cheese spring rolls. We've had those a couple times. We haven't been super impressed, even though I like those things. I would get them again. And then they also have some frozen beverages, some beers. And they have a really good margarita down there, the Moara margarita. That rum blossom sounds good too, but it's too early in the morning for me to have a drink. I need the caffeine instead. So they don't only serve these sandwiches at Pongo Pongo, they actually sell them throughout the park, because this park doesn't have a lot of breakfast options unless it's sit down. Total amount for 2 sodas and 2 biscuits, I'm sorry, 1 soda and 2 biscuits is $19.36. And very likely we did not get an annual pass holder discount on that because it's kind of quick service food. One of the 2 ways into the land of Pandora is this really nice bridge. And once you get out of the craziness of Pandora, you can walk down the bridge. This will take us over into the Africa area where the Lion King stage is, and you can do the Kilimanjaro safaris, which we plan to do later. We'll see what the time gets up to. It's better to do in the morning when it's not so hot. The animals are more active. If you do it later in the day, then the animals are less active, like people. If you do it in the middle of a hot day, people are less active. But I like this bridge, and sometimes we've seen in the past where the Flight of Passage line has come all the way down here, practically all the way into Africa. So you can see as we come through this tunnel, come around the corner, and then that's the Festival of the Lion King stage. Festival of the Lion King is a show, and it's a show that was originally going to be temporary, but it was so popular that they kept it, and they built a whole stage just for it. And it recently reopened after the pandemic. It's a little different. It used to have a section with like acrobatic performers, gymnastic performers called the Tumble Monkeys. Apparently that part's been taken out. They used to have a part towards the end where they'd get kids from the audience and have them come out and kind of sing and dance about. but they're not doing that right now either. I assume those things will come back as it becomes safer and safer, but last I heard they weren't doing those things. But we haven't seen the show in more than a year, excuse me, because of the pandemic. So we're looking forward to seeing it again, but the first showing is not till 10:30, and it is only 9:15 right now. So we're gonna head over to Expedition Everest and ride that maybe a couple times. Then we're gonna come back and see what the safaris look like. And that puts us back in the right area for the Lion King show. And then that also puts us in the right area to go back over to Pandora behind us and eat at Satu'li Canteen, which is our favorite place to eat in Animal Kingdom by far. Launchpad and Donald and Daisy just coming by in the boat. That is pretty cool. I definitely want meet and greets to return, where you get to meet the characters, take pictures with them, interact with them. But I'm about to give a controversial opinion here. I don't care if parades never come back. And I know people love parades, but I like what they did during the pandemic, where you had cavalcades. Well, sort of like that. Some characters went by. You could stop and see them for a moment if you wanted to, but it didn't take up a whole parade route. You didn't get stuck behind it. I really enjoy just some quick interaction. Stop, kind of pay attention to what it is. Maybe the princesses go by, and then you go about your day. You don't have to stand there for 45 minutes as a parade goes by, and it just stops all of the flow.
Yep.
Yeah, it stops all the crowd flow wherever it is.
But that was awesome.
There it is, our destination, the mountain known as Everest. Thankfully, they put a roller coaster in it, so it's really easy to climb. It's really good from here. I like the fact that you've got the mountain, and then next to it, you've got this little sort of like village thing. I don't know if you can see that. There's this village thing there. Oh, and you see a train going up. And then the mountain that has most of the roller coaster. Expedition Everest is about a 25-minute wait. I like how you walk through essentially an expedition outpost. So you have an old computer and an old telephone and an old printer. This is also interesting. Usually this is the main entrance. Like you come in here for the standby entrance, but instead they are wrapping around there and then coming in here. And more outposts. I mean, I don't think any of this stuff works, but... Oh, there's a fan. That's real nice. It's pretty humid, but the sun has not broken through the clouds, so it's not as hot as I was expecting it to be. So it's pleasant, but, you know, of course, we're not used to that humidity. There goes a train, and here comes our train.
Attention Expedition Everest team members. Once on board, secure all gear in the cargo bag in front of you. For your safety, remain seated with...
Going up. Ugh. Oh, there's the eagle. But what happened to this track? I love this part. my goodness, duckies. There's Mama Duck hanging out and the kids exploring. Don't go too far, kids. There was a fourth one. There he is. He's down there. Hi, duckies. Oh, there goes Mama.
I see 4.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a 5th.
I only saw a fourth one. 3, 4 ducklings. One's with Mama. Look, their little feeties kicking in the water. Oh, they're so cute. I love coming here and seeing the baby ducks. Into the 10:30 Festival of the Lion King show. Still loading up right now. It's the stage down there. I'm interested to see how different this is going to be than how it usually is. I'll make sure to give you my review afterwards. But first, some clips.
Welcome. We have been expecting you. We are here today to welcome you, one and all, to a celebration of Festival of the Lion King.
Welcome to our world. Oh,
In this land, we welcome you. Caribou. Welcome. We are a band of singers who travel with Simba and his friends throughout the land. It is time.
a very special day to visit. You see, today, we've come to town for a big celebration, and you, my friends, are invited to join in the fun.
Come on, everybody! Get ready to clap your paws, stomp your hooves, and ruffle your feathers as we welcome you to a celebration of Festival of the Lion King! Let the procession begin! Oh, I just can't wait to be king! To be king!
Hiya, folks! How you doing? Don't worry, your old buddy Timon's here. The show can begin.
And you're looking good! Love you, Pumbaa!
What hearts rule!
Sweet ta-ta-la-la-la.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king!
There he is, the mighty pachyderm. Let me hear you trumpet triumphant.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Pumbaa, Timon.
Hey everyone, look! It's the Lion King! Welcome, Simba. You are right on time.
Hey, guys. It looks like we're all here. Let's go!
Let the creature call for help and sing. Let it sing. Let's hear it in the herd and on the wing. On the wing. It's gonna be King Simba's finest ring.
Simba's finest ring.
Oh, I just can't wait.
All together now. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expressions. The lights are not all on upstairs, but we're talking kings and successions. Even you can be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. And where do we feature? Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared.
When the heat of the rolling world can be turned away.
Enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living beings. And can you feel the love tonight? You need to look too far, stealing through the night's uncertainties. Love is where we are.
Well, I guess she's not flying around right now. Usually she's on a wire flying around.
The day when you arrive on the planet and blinking step into the sun, there's more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to take in, more to find than can ever be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the ends round. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all through this path.
Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight.
I said, hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion
What we saw was called the celebration of the Festival of the Lion King. Normally it's just the Festival of the Lion King. That just means that it's a slightly different show. What we discovered is that anytime somebody would touch someone else, that has been eliminated. So the tumble monkeys aren't there because they have to touch each other to do their acrobatic stuff. And the two ballet dancers, the ones who are dressed as birds, they do not touch at all. They, mirror each other, kind of what the dances they're doing, but they don't interact at all. And there's a part where the female bird gets on a wire and kind of swings around. And of course, he guides her and touches her and swings her around. And now that he can't touch her, he can't do that. So they'll probably go back to the original show eventually, but for right now, it's a lot of just the music and dancing, but no touching. That's all been eliminated, but it's still pretty good. It's worth seeing if you've never seen it, or if you've seen it. I like the singing parts of it. I do miss the tumbling parts, that's fun. But I like the singing the most, and those actors are amazing. Those singers are amazing.
Singers are great, still.
It's super worth it. Do it. Here we are in Satu'li Canteen. Ooh, you can see they're actually cooking the meat right there. It's pretty awesome. Josh and I got our usuals. We both got chicken bowls. He got his with beans and rice, and then the onion chimichurri sauce and creamy herb. So we got 2 sauces. I also got the chicken bowl, but I got the noodles with the same 2 sauces, onion chimichurri and the creamy herb. We got a soda with it, fountain drink, so it's refillable. And you can actually go refill them yourself. Nobody's doing it for you anymore. And we also got the blueberry mousse, which we've had before and we like, and it's unique to this park, so we always like to get it. Altogether, this meal was 36 bucks for the 2 of us. If you've ever watched any of my vlogs, you'll know that it comes as no surprise that we loved our Satu'li Canteen meal. What I like about it is you have a lot of choices. We call it like Asian Chipotle, right? Because you choose your base, and you can choose rice and beans. You can choose like a lettuce, like a salad base, noodles like I had, and there's like a potato hash of different kinds of potatoes. There's some sweet potatoes, regular potatoes in there. So you choose your base, then you choose your sauce. You saw that 2 of the sauces they have. They have an onion chimichurri.
And a vinaigrette.
They have another, I think, some type of vinaigrette. I may be thinking that chimichurri. Anyway, and the creamy herb. So there's a number of sauces you can get to. And if you want, more than one type of sauce, you can get it. Like we get the 2 types of sauces, so I think it just works out well together. And then you choose your protein. They have shrimp, they have chicken, they have beef, and they have, I think, a tofu type. There's a option that is vegetarian. I think it's tofu. I'm not exactly sure. You might want to look at their menu if you're vegan or a vegetarian, because we never order it that way, but I'm pretty sure there is one. And they also used to have, well, I should say they still have, they used to have on the regular menu these bao buns, like cheeseburger bao buns, that apparently tasted a lot like McDonald's cheeseburgers. We had them once and we did like them, but we like the bowls better. It is still on the kids menu, so you get like one of the bao buns, and then you get some chips.
I thought you got 2 of the bao buns.
And, well, no, not anymore. It's only on the kids menu now. You can't order it as a separate.
Oh, so I get 1.
Yes, you get 1 and some fries with it. And apparently, well, I mean, like I said, we had one once and we enjoyed it, but we like the bowls better, so that's what we get. But it's not a regular entree anymore. Anyway, we recommend this place. It is our favorite counter service, probably actually our favorite counter service in all of...
Probably true.
In all of Disney World, because the food is always so fresh. I mean, I saw you a video earlier where they're cooking the meat right next to me here.
It's wonderful.
And it's amazing. And there's indoor and outdoor seating, and there's usually lots of it. They have fountain drinks, so you can get refills.
Big deal.
Which is kind of a big deal in a place like this. And yeah, so you're not going to go wrong if you eat here, if you want something counter service. The other entrance / exit to Pandora is over here. There's another bridge. It's not nearly as long as the other one. You can see it just goes up there. But it leads to an area here that used to dead end. And there's a restaurant over here called Tiffin's, which is I think it's an all-you-can-eat. And it gets pretty good reviews for the most part. We have a video for the Nomad Lounge over here. You should check that video out. I'll put a link to it. We never ate like inside, but we did eat on their little like porch lounge over here. You can see there's a person there. There's some seating. We ate there, and oh man, we had a great time. We really did. We ended up eating like $80 worth of food. We only ordered small plates and drinks. And we ended up with like $80 worth of stuff because everything we liked. So we just kept ordering more, and we particularly liked the yucca fries. We weren't sure what to expect. They're kind of like French fries, but they're made from yucca plant, and they're amazing. And we actually found some in Denver. I had them last Saturday at this place that also does like, I think it's Brazilian stuff. I'm not sure exactly, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, they're amazing, and get them if you can.
84 and only 60.
That is going to do it for us from, oh, hold on. What were you saying, Josh? What's the temperature?
84 degrees and 64% humidity.
84 degrees, 64% humidity.
Like 91.
Feels like 91.
I believe
We, interestingly enough, we escaped the heat of Colorado weather to come to Florida, where the weather is actually better,
But
more humidity. So, you know, you have to weigh
It's literally a trade-off.
one against the other. Hasn't been too bad today. There's been cloud cover all day long, so no direct sunlight. It's been humid, which we're not used to, but, you know, I'll take that over direct sunlight on me like it's been in Denver. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us from Animal Kingdom. We only really did a half day here. We're in for a whirlwind trip, 3 days. So this is a place we're doing half day. Josh is teaching a class, so we're going back to Pop Century. We finally just got a room. Sometimes we have luck with that, sometimes we don't. We usually do those overnight flights, and sometimes they've had a room for us, and most of the time they haven't, and you never know exactly when you're gonna get it. Check-in isn't until 3, so it could be any time up until then. Or actually, in a couple of cases, we had to wait till 5 or 6 in the evening before a room freed up. So it's inconsistent. Don't count on it. But thankfully, we got our text message that a room is ready, and we don't even have to go up to the counter. We can just go directly to our room and use our magic bands to access the room, which is pretty awesome. So we're heading back today, so we have enough time to sort of shower and rest before Josh has to teach his class. And then tonight we will be heading to the Magic Kingdom. Probably not to ride too much. I feel like it's going to be pretty busy, and we'll be doing a morning in Magic Kingdom 2 days from now, and where we'll get a lot more riding done. But it'd be nice to enjoy the ambiance, check the shops, and just overall enjoy being in Disney World for our 2.5, mostly 3 day trip. See you in the Magic Kingdom.